Now, honestly, I want to ask a question. And I just want everybody listening to this to put on their thinking caps. Now, you're going to tell me that you take one shot, you take two shots, with all of the promises and the hype and all that was going on about once you get your two shots, you can go back to life as normal, and you'll be protected, and how much percentage each one of the shots were rated as, some 95%, some 80 something, some 70 something. And, people went ahead and fall for it and had their shots done or whatever. All right? Now it's not even a good 6, 7, or 8 months. Let's put it, not even a year yet since all of this excitement and hype was going on. And now this same crook, liar, scammer, Fauci, go come back and say that people need to get this this booster. So you're going to tell me now, Dr. Fauci says COVID hospitalizations are rising among fully vaccinated people who have not had a booster. Now the vaccinated people don't see what Dr. Fauci is doing, They're going to use the vaccinated as scapegoats to push their agendas and their narratives further and further and further. Because everybody knows that a lot who have died, a lot of people in the hospitals today, notice I didn't say hospital, a lot of people in hospitals and nursing homes are dying and are fully vaccinated, even though government leaders are in denial. They well know the truth, but they don't want to say the truth. But then they don't even know. Right now there is feud going on amongst the whole of them, because if Dr. Fauci, who is the one that came out pushing and guiding everybody and talking about the science, now why is it that political leaders don't want to also agree now with what Dr. Fauci is saying? I want some of you that listening to me, and I'm saying this, just because I am here pondering over all of this that I see happening. This is not about no anti-vax or no conspiracy theory. I am saying what Dr. Fauci has put out. Google it for yourself. You understand? Look for yourself. This is what he is saying, right? As on November the 18th, right? This is what he is saying. That the COVID hospitalization. So why is it that other government leaders won't admit also that there are many vaccinated persons in hospitals, in nursing homes? Why is it that they're so scared to tell the truth? Is it because they're worried that if they tell the truth, that more people might be hesitant about being vaccinated? I think the worst thing that people can be doing is telling lies, because when people find it out from other sources, then it makes you want to not trust them that you really want to trust or had trust in anymore. And so right now, Fauci, the one who was boasting and bragging so much about the protection and this and that, now have had to come out, lop his tail and come out and say that it is that hospitalizations, is right. But guess what? The trick is now, watch the psychology. Watch now where he working his brains again, and watch how many people go fall for this now and believe this again now. Like people have been believing everything else. Nobody's praying, nobody's seeking God's face, nobody's is really using their heads. it's like I can't understand it. And you know the amount of people now gonna hear him say this, and they're not even gonna look into it and say, well, how many more shots must I take? Must this go on forever and ever and ever? Must I live a life of being so full of holes and punctured up because of this whole thing? Not realizing that every time that something goes in, it diminishes the strength of the immune system. A lot of people today are very ill because their immune system is slowly but surely being destroyed. And there is no denial about it, guys. Wake up. There is no drug, no medicine, no pill, no injection, nothing that can replace the innate immunity system, the system that God, Almighty God, created. And I don't know why people don't get it. Now you watch this now. Targeting the fully vaccinated people to take booster. And then it gonna get worse. And it gonna get worse. And it gonna get worse and worse and worse. Because people will forever be taking booster shots. I'm telling you, this is the trend that they're going on. And anybody with common sense that can see what's going on, you must be blind. You must be blind. Because I would like to know all these big promises that was made. So it's either that they admit the fact that they're using human beings as guinea pigs. They don't have a clue what's going to happen. They don't have a clue what's going on. And so they're guessing. And so if you make it out, you make it out. If you live, you live. If you die, they just say next. Come on. All we can get these days is statistics. That's all we are getting. Persons dying with cancer, persons dying with lupus, persons dying from other morbidities and situations that could have killed them, and probably because of other things added to it, just carry them out faster. But yet, it is classified as COVID death. Now, if they can't be telling us exactly what's going on inside after you get the whatever you took. Now, if they can't tell you what's going on inside or what's going to happen to you, how can they so quickly say that that's what it was, that it was the COVID that killed you and not that other thing? I want this. This is what has me mind bogged. This is what got my mind just going. Because I'm still asking the question, how do they know? Well, all I can say is that anybody with good sense, anybody with good common sense, and they're not common no more, well, mine ain't common, anybody with good sense should start asking questions and stop being so naive, so stupid. Something that was promised 90 how much percent, 80 how much percent of protection. Huh? So that means now, as they're saying, that after a couple months, those that went ahead and gotten their 2 jabs, some even took booster, and next couple of months they're going to be counted just as those that didn't take anything. What a mess. Is this the life that we all have to live for the rest of our life? Being bombarded with this kind of lies and media hype and deception, making all these millionaires and billionaires. Right now they have just announced that since COVID, since all of these Pfizer, Moderna, J&J and all the other ones came out, 5 brand new billionaires is now on the scene. 500, I should say, my apology, 500 billionaires. When you look and see the stock market, which I know many of you don't understand these things, and you're not taking time out to try to learn and start thinking for yourself. You got everybody else thinking for you, and you're not trying to think for yourself. When you look at the stock market and see the climbing of the Pfizer, the climbing of the AstraZeneca, the climbing of the J&J, the climbing of this and the climbing of that. When we looked the other day, we just see where Merck, the same company that is rolling out the pill. The same company that is rolling out the pills find refrigerators full of vials with spores for chicken pox, smallpox rather. Smallpox is a deadly virus. My God. Then now you listen now to Bill Gates come out and say that the airports have to gear up. They need to go into game training. Just like they did with the economic forum when they was gonna roll out the pandemic, the man-made virus that they created. When they did that in the economic forum, it was already pre-planned. They already did their little video to train people how they must announce things, and all the placards and all of the media hype and all that, and all how the media must drive it to drive fear into people and get people confused and what people must be saying, and when they go on their news briefing and all those kind of things, the words they must be using, the words they must be pushing to get it into the people's mind, to play with the psyche and all that kind of stuff. And people just sitting there with their mouth open, listening on YouTube and television and radio, and just can't think for themselves for a second. I'm not coming with any conspiracy theory. I am repeating what the people that everybody put their trust in and has risen up to become some sort of gods. Over all my years of training, I never did hear them say the science. I never heard that yet until this kind of thing. I always knew it was about science says, authentic science, true science. But now all you can hear the science there. Well, what is this science? Well, I'm getting this science for true. See the science here now? For she say, hospitalizations are rising among fully vaccinated people. Jesus have mercy, anybody with common sense. And now what the fear now, the fear mongering again now is to drive you now to be afraid. Many people have been cut down after they took the booster shot. Because instead of making things better, it seems as if it's making things worse. And I'm telling you, I owe no apology for this, what I'm saying, because I'm not coming here with my own perception of things. I'm coming here with what these who should be leading and guiding is saying. These are the ones that saying it, these are the ones that launch this thing, So why is it now that you don't want to believe what they are saying? You don't believe it? A lot of people is in denial. There's people who have good immune system, and they will have to constantly fight and boost their immune system and pray and ask God that their DNA is not altered. Only God can help all of us in this situation, one way or the other. You understand? Get your fusers. Get your fusers and your nice essential oils. Get your fusers and your nice essential oils. For those of you, say back home in Cayman, reach out to Pastor Beulah. Reach out to Pastor Beulah and get some education about the various essential oils. Talk to Pastor Ellen. And there's others, I don't know everybody, but speak to them and find out about certain things and boost your immune system. Use your diffusers. Get your eucalyptus oils and your peppermint oils. Rub a little bit on your mask, a little tiny bit on your mask so that you can be inhaling and thing. You don't want to use too much because too much anything is dangerous. Continue your vitamin C's, your zinc, your vitamin D, your super B's. Get your B complex, your B12, your B3. Come on. Boost your immune system. Drink a lot of water. And look after yourself. Do your steam inhalations. Yeah, you can get a pot of water. You get a towel and you just fling it away here a little bit. And you try, use wisdom and you try inhale some fresh steams. Drop one little bit of eucalyptus oil or something in it. Not much, just a chops. And you inhale. You understand? And boost your immune system. How come none of these no coming on telling you about take care of your immune system? You can't see these are immune destroyers. You can't see these people are DNA destroyers. Well, I don't know. I really don't know what to say, because this is not me saying it. This is Dr. Fauci saying it. Bill Gates come out and said the other day. You hear him talking about fourth wave. Now, from you hear them kind of things, common sense now should tell you. Remember, long before anything came to pass, Bill Gates and Dr. Fauci had already said that time. President Trump was in at that time. They had already said that during his reign, he would experience a pandemic. Now, how did they know that? And how do they know that a fourth wave is coming? This is what I want to talk about here now. How do they know? They well know. I can tell you how they know. Because they're already planning it. They're already putting things together. And guess what? They're going to come up with something other than COVID. You soon will hear about COVID. Comes now next year, early next year. Write it down. Comes now early next year. It could be something else. And they could be coming up with some other jab. And they could be coming up with some other pill. And some other things. Guess what? Who are they going to target? Those that have been vaccinated. They're going to target those individuals that have been vaccinated because immune systems have already been destroyed. People are going to go into panic modes. People are going to be so fearful. We're going to hear about suicides. We're going to hear about all kinds of things, depression. You're going to hear about all kinds of things happening. Right now I'm compiling some material to come on with a teaching on the various kinds of mental disorders. As a mental health counselor and coach. Come on, somebody. As a trained nurse, as an alternative practitioner, naturopathic doctor, I'm going to talk about these things. You understand? And so I just had to put this out when I came across this. I had to put it out. I couldn't hold it back. I said, this is terrible. And somebody need to wake up and somebody need to tell us the truth. Tell us the truth. But since they don't want to tell us the truth, it is our own responsibility to look after ourselves and stop allowing the media and all the hype. Because let me tell you something. There's a lot of health practitioners and health ministers and politicians and MDs and even some pastors and Christians. There's a lot of people going to give account to God because of some of these things that has been told to people and shoved down people's throat. And not to mention our children, not to mention the children who born in God created with such powerful, robust immune system. Oh my Lord, that's another topic right there. So I just thought I would drop these few words here and may it help someone. I pray and trust that somebody's eyes will be open. I pray and trust that somebody will have the braveness and the boldness to share it with a family member, a co-worker, a colleague, even somebody who might have been vaccinated. Maybe you might just save a life. Because trust me, this is craziness. This is craziness. And can I tell you, I am very upset about this. Very, very upset right now. Very upset. Not good at all.